Can you imagine working for a company for free, then going on strike, and here's the catch, still not asking to get paid? That's the bizarre situation happening around Reddit right now. In April, Reddit CEO Steve Huffman announced that it would start charging third-party app developers for access to their API. Reddit is not currently profitable, and the largest target of this change is large language models like OpenAI's GPT-4 that have been using Reddit to train their AI without paying for the data. Now, no one feels sorry for the AI people. However, many Reddit moderators are angry over the other developers impacted by this change, including many apps that they use for moderation. For example, Apollo for Reddit, a popular third-party app to browse Reddit on Apple devices, announced that they're closing down because they can't afford the $20 million a year bill. In solidarity with many of these developers, many Reddit moderators declared a blackout between June 12th through 14th, where they either turned their subreddits private or otherwise changed the rules in protest. For example, most memorably, the members of the subreddits Aw, Pics, and GIFs voted to only allow posts in their subreddits of John Oliver looking sexy. Here's what the numbers say about the impact of the moderator protest. The protest is still ongoing. The website RedArc is tracking the subreddits that went dark during the initial protest. As of June 20th, 37% of the nearly 9,000 participating subreddits are currently dark. While this protest was initially only supposed to last 48 hours, many moderators remain unsatisfied with Reddit's response to the grievance. The impact of the protest was never shutting the site down. According to RedArc, there are 69 subreddits that participated in the protest and have at least 5 million members. Between June 12th through 14th, the amount of new posts published in those subreddits decreased by only 47% compared to the previous 3 days. For a variety of reasons, including Reddit threatening to replace moderators if they don't reopen their subreddits, many subreddits that agreed to go dark never stopped posting or reopened under pressure. Fans of John Oliver thirst pics might be the only real winners. Between June 16th through 19th, there were nearly 15,000 posts mentioning John Oliver on Reddit, 91 times more posts than mentioned him the previous 4 days. Granted, that includes content with the message, "Your post has been removed because it does not feature John Oliver looking sexy." Generally, though, if you appreciate John Oliver looking like an absolute smoke show, this is definitely your moment. Conclusion: what Reddit has gotten wrong about this protest? I've worked for companies where paying social media platforms for their public audience data is just the cost of doing business. Charging companies for API access is a reasonable, normal expectation. However, I've also worked at a social media network where managing relationships with moderators was one of my core responsibilities. From that perspective, Reddit is basically giving a masterclass in what not to do. In an interview with NBC News, CEO Steve Huffman complained about Reddit moderators having too much power, compared them to landed gentry, and floated an idea where subreddit members can vote to kick moderators out of a leadership role. Claiming an unpaid labor force is too entitled is fundamentally misunderstanding what a huge favor moderators perform. When I worked with moderators, we ordered them custom t-shirts and fast-tracked their concerns to the development team. You treat them like VIPs because, and this is especially true for Reddit ahead of a planned IPO, they're creating massive value for your company and getting nothing tangible in return. Reddit needs to find a compromise on the API cost issue that appeases their moderators. Social media networks are all about community, and if you lose your most passionate advocates, that community isn't going to be around for very long.